What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing something to improve the feel on the RXP-X 300 and the Yamaha GP1800R. So as you can see, the grips on the RXP have these contours in it. It kind of fits the shape of your hand. Some people like it, but I really don't. Over here on the Yamaha, you can see these have the same style grips. So yeah, those grips are comfortable if you're just going to be cruising around, but I like to ride really aggressive most times. I move my hands around a lot on the bars, and those style grips just aren't the best for doing that. So I got these awesome ODI grips, some bar extensions for the Yamaha so I can run these ODI grips, and I also got these Riva bars. All of this is available in our store. I will be putting a link in the description below. So I'm going to go ahead and get these things installed on the SeaDoo and the Yamaha, and we're going to see just how much it improves the feel of it. I'm going to get started on the SeaDoo first. Right here you can see they got these little end caps. I popped that out with a flathead screwdriver. Super easy to pop those out, and you just got to take this 10mm bolt off and the grips will be ready to come off. After you get the OEM grip off, you do have this T30 Torx bolt that you got to pull out to take this bar pad off. And underneath the bar pad, they have 4 13mm bolts. To get these housings off, you have 2 more T30 Torx bolts on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and get that off, and we'll see where we stand after that. So I just pulled the stock handlebars off the SeaDoo, and before I put the Riva racing bars on, one thing I want to point out to you guys is there are 2 threaded holes right here. And what's going to go there is the 2 T30 Torx screws on each side that hold these onto the handlebar. So I just got these Riva bars installed, and one thing that you will have to do is pop one of these housings apart, because with the longer bars you will not be able to slide them on and off because the wiring harness only allows them to move apart so far. It's not complicated. They literally snap together or snap apart. There's no screws holding them together. Super simple. So on the end of these bars, I'm going to be using these ODI grips. You could absolutely run these on the stock bars. If you don't want to run these, you just have to get bar extensions, which is something I don't have. I would have shown you guys how to do that. I just don't have the parts for it. But with that said, these literally just slide on there like that, and then you tighten down the bolts with a 2.5mm Allen key. So at the end of the bar, these little end caps pop on there. You want to do that before you tighten this end down, and I want the logo being perfectly straight. So I make sure I line that up before I tighten it down. So I'm done with the SeaDoo install. These bars are so much wider, and the grips, they all feel way better. Eventually, I will be upgrading to the complete Riva steering system, but for now, this is gonna be plenty good enough for me. And now that this is done, I'm gonna hop over to the GP, get those grips installed, and I'm gonna call it a day. So to get these grips off on the GP, it's just a 5mm Allen. Pull these off and the grips just slide right off. You will also have to remove these hex key bolts. You could do away with those. We won't be needing them again with the new grips. So to install the ODI grips on the Yamaha steering, I'll have to use these Riva adapters. So this allows you to run the 130mm ODIs, which makes the bars wider, and you get the better feel from the grips. So you're gonna wanna start by using these adapters to go on the end of the bar. There's only one way they can go on, and you're gonna wanna use these screws that are supplied with the kit, and you're going to want to put some blue Loctite on the end of it. So to use the ODI grips on the GP, you do need to get the Riva grip ends. This will all be in the description below. And right here you'll have a 2.5mm Allen, and on this end you got a 3mm Allen. Once you have that, you can just literally slide the grips on and tighten it down, and you'll be good to go. So as you can can see, I got all that installed. It looks much better. It feels much better. Winding up the bars in both the SeaDoo and the Yamaha with the better feeling grips, it just feels way better. It looks better, and in the end, it'll perform better. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for the next video because I do have the Stage 1 kit in for the GP1800R, and I will be installing that as well with testing it to see what kind of mile per hour we can get out of it. Everything in this video will be in a link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.